What's up, you guys? So, you've all probably wondered where I've been. Most recently, I went on a week trip to see relatives, trip for about a week, and I also recently got my driver's license, so that's good as well. So, now what? Well, I've been working on a new vocal track, and I've been trying to get my voice to fit with the song. The bass and a saxophone kind of drive the song, it's kind of groovy. But I've been wanting to feature even more of my bass voice than before, but it just kind of collides with the kick and the bass, and I've been trying to mix it together, but it collides in such a way that kind of ruins the pumpy feel of the song. It might be a composition issue, or it might just be the way I mixed it, but it's not going the way that I want it to. And I said to myself that I had to do as good or better than We're Still Alive, which is a song that I released about 6 months ago, but I really haven't bested it yet with anything in development. That's why I haven't uploaded much. But besides that, I've been part of something else that I really can't talk about too much, but it's a beta test for a website. Hopefully, it'll bring me to fulfilling my goal that I had originally when I created my YouTube channel. And don't worry, the goal isn't like a partnership to make money or anything. That's not the primary goal, at least. But the only time I've ever considered trying to get money is if I felt like I could really bring this to become a profession, and the amount of work I'd put into creating songs would sort of jeopardize my ability to retain another job, you know. Because you have to make money somehow, and you might as well do it with something you enjoy. And that's how I see it. But yeah, part of the goal as well is to have attention. You know, we all kind of want attention in our own ways, you know, with subbies is what I call people who subscribe and such. But more importantly, I just want to make a large amount of people in the fandom happy, or at least happier, you know. There seems to be a lack of that. There seems to be a lack of that nowadays, you know. But anyways, one thing I can say about the website, is that it deals with creative artistic talent in general. But again, I'm sorry, I can't really go into further detail. Also, it's very possible that because of the website and the fans of it, that I'm going to be part of a new pony rock band. The name of the band isn't defined yet. We're still trying to decide. We have a couple puns or something, but a couple people and I agreed that the fandom simply has too much dubstep and glitch music, and it doesn't have enough rock. I really haven't seen actual like 80s pure like 80s rock out there. I'll be listening to a lot of the 80s music over the next few days. I already have, and I have to listen to jazz due to other things, like I'm playing keyboard and everything. And I might even listen to stuff that's even newer, sort of still in the rock genre, though. It's been my dream, however, to perform at a convention, and apparently it's been the dream of a few others as well, that I found out recently. It's just that traveling is just so expensive. And I watched one of Living Tombstone's videos, and I think he said the same thing, and it's the reason why he's only going to 2 conventions, I believe. But I'm also not the one to just go on Indiegogo and ask for money, you know, or any of those money, like campaign websites or whatever. I mean, I don't mean to bring any hard feelings to anyone who's done this, no offense, you know, but I just don't find it really ethical to just push myself to upload a few mediocre songs or songs that I don't feel are good enough and just ask for money in return. I don't, at this point, I don't feel like it's a profession, so I won't really do that, you know? But I am going to one convention. I'm going to BronyCon, by the way. I hope to see some of you there. I'm betting that a couple people will recognize me because I'm going to wear my derpy hat, which you've probably seen in my profile picture. But yeah, speaking of conventions, I'm a little nervous about what happened at those other conventions earlier in the year recently, and what just happened to one of them. I'm not going to really talk about it here, but I'm betting BronyCon will turn out okay. It's been good every time, apparently. I only went to the one last year, but I heard that all the other ones were good, and it should be fine. Also, other news, I'm going to have a non-pony account. Since people outside of the fandom seem to take the pony name with, like, no credibility at all, I've decided to create an account. I've created this a while ago, actually, but I'm going to create it on more websites now, and the name is Belite. Belite. It's a short combination of the words beat and elite. And I always try to keep my names short and sweet. I find that having 6-character names, it really makes you more memorable with your friends, at least. But don't worry, I'll still try to make pony music and get stuff out there every so often. I've been uploading more stuff on my Soundcloud than on YouTube, obviously, but I'll repost the link in the description or whatever. There's just been a shortage of content that I see as remixable or even worth like singing a song about. You know, season 3 didn't really have that much pure content I could have used. And even in the fandom there hasn't been stuff anyways. But yeah, I'm sorry about the lack of uploads here, but maybe once Equestria Girls comes out on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, I can try to make a remix of one of the songs or something. You know, I might just try it, you know. Anyways, Tumblrs are in the description below. The goal of one of the Tumblrs, I called it Cheerful Bronies. I just thought of the name off the top of my head. One of the goals is to bring out like the good and positive thoughts about the fandom, and hopefully some of the people in the fandom can think about, you know, how they act and maybe be a little less rude, for lack of a better way of saying it. The other Tumblr will just have my probably my updates for my music or whatever. I don't know. And yeah, both my Soundclouds are going to be in the description as well. A big reason for having that non-pony Soundcloud, however, is if I want to show my work to some people and decide that music's going to be a profession, and most likely if I make it a profession it won't have to do with ponies, you know. And again, people take the pony thing with like little credibility. You know, it's not a surprise, but there are some people in my friends and family as well that have told me similar things like this, and they're just very split on the whole pony thing anyways. But you know, if a lot of the talented people in the fandom are being lazy and not creating any new content, then why not give someone else a chance, you know? I see people just looking back at the older things, you know, and they're not looking ahead. They're not seeing what else could be out there. Like, I found amazing things that have had, like, not even 100 views, you know? And that's... I've made a couple songs with those people, and I sort of helped them out a little bit. You know, on my Deadmare account, I created the Cutie Mark Crusaders vocal cover, and I also created the Fluttershy Butterfly parody or whatever. And also, I was thinking about creating a website. It would probably be something a lot like Equestria Daily. It wouldn't be all about me. It would just be about like the fandom. And you know, Equestria Daily content's featured every day, but I also had this vision of the content being accepted or rejected by people who are highly experienced in each creative field. For example, like a small panel of musicians would vote on like featured music, a small panel of artists would vote on the art, the writers would vote on the writing, etc., etc. I feel like this would cover the many problems a lot of the websites today have, because a lot of them are basically controlled by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people. And that sort of dictates completely what gets featured on the site. And also, if you just... I've heard a lot of things about these websites, and if you hate them so much, just try to look up and support another website and just ignore the other one, you know? Ignorance might be the best in this case. I mean, it is that simple, after all. I guess this can go for anything you hate, really. I mean, if you just ignore it, the person, the troll, or whatever's bothering you will just get bored and they might just go somewhere else, you know? I mean, ignoring it, again, is just the best way. And also, just another thing, I might as well just say this right here. It's kind of too much to say, but like one of my goals is to go to Galacon in Germany in 2014. It's just something that I've set for myself, but I mean, if there even is going to be a convention there next year, you know. It's just that plane tickets are just ridiculously expensive. I looked them up, I typed in the numbers, crunched them in and everything, and like it's about $1,500 to fly round trip and for one person, and I don't have the money for that, you know? I mean, I've never been outside of the US or Canada. Heck, I haven't even been to Canada in 5 years, and it's just too expensive. I just really wish there was a way to make money to go there. I mean, I'm sort of split on the whole, like, you know, making music for money thing and also just getting a real job, you know, like going to the movie theater or something and just working there, you know, and just having all that work to raise the money, you know. I mean, I'm not sure what to do there, but I guess all I can say right now is just suggest, I want people to suggest something for me to upload to my channel. I kind of want you to have a voice and for you to tell me what to do. at times. I mean, I just feel like there's just a shortage of content on my channel, and I just have to contribute. And I guess there's a shortage of content in the fandom as well. I mean, people are off doing other things, you know, playing video games, and there's not that much content that's being released, and I kind of want to fill the void with just more things, you know? And I want it to be high quality content too. Like, I want to make things that people can enjoy and can also nitpick at and highly criticize, you know? That's always fun to do. But, I mean, negative comments are kind of hard to take for me, but I've been trying to get better at it, you know? I guess as long as the criticism's constructive, I can just look at it and take the suggestions and try to get better at what I do. So yeah, I guess that's about it. I'll try to upload more stuff here. I'm also working on a little Tara Strong animation because she uploaded something on her Vine, and I just have to create something with her OC because I just envisioned it, so I have to make it. That's usually what I do. Whenever I envision something from start to finish, I start working on it. It might be good, it might be bad to do that, but I see the whole thing. It's like 6 seconds long, so it'll just be a silly little thing that I'll upload. But once it's finished, it'll be on here, and once other things are finished, they'll be on this channel as well. So I guess that's it. Peace.